Yeah, thank you, Elfami. Yeah, it's really long time not to see you because of this pandemic. Yeah, now may I share my, oh, okay, yeah, it's good. I can share my PPT directly. Okay, so good afternoon, all my good friends. I'm very happy to see you online. Because of the pandemic, otherwise we should meet each other face to face. So today, I know the time is very limited. I would like to introduce some natural-based nutraceuticals for improving human health. So I'm Kun from Taiwan, Zhongshan Medical University. Yeah, as we know, usually we know there is a secret killer. We know this is some kinds of inflammation. Yeah, so usually we can stand for fire. Yeah, so usually human body in different parts sometimes has different kinds of fire, some kinds of inflammation. Yeah, but as we know, inflammation just is a normal term, but actually it means different kinds of disease. For example, cardiovascular disease, allergy, eye disorder, asthma, diabetes, and so on. So inflammation actually is very important for us to try to treat. Including the COVID-19, we know after infection, very serious inflammation is also the major reason for severe syndrome. All right. So what is the resolution for the inflammation? Actually, from the treasures. The treasures is from the nature. So I believe nature materials has great potential. So today, I would like to introduce one natural materials, but you can see this is so-called top 10 plant-based foods to reduce inflammation. For example, the garlic, ginger, tomato, and so on, you can see. But today, I would like to introduce the other one is very specific, and I believe most of you should ever hear about that. That is propolis. Propolis, actually, this is the waxy material from the bee nest. So it contains a lot of natural materials. And also because it is from the bee, from the plants. So the composition is very complicated. Yeah, so we know this is the bee nest. Okay, so one bee nest will form about 200 to 500 grams of propolis per year. Yeah, so this is the propolis results. Yeah, so basically propolis contains about 50% of the resin, 30% of bee wax, and also about 10% essential oil and 5% of the flower powder and others. And the propolis from different geography, their composition is very far different. Yeah, but we can see this is the appearance of different kinds of propolis. As I said to you, the propolis from different geography, actually the composition is different, and also the shape, the dark, the color is also very far different. Yeah, because in the past, so many kinds of physiological function have been reported. So this is the reason why so many kinds of commercial products in the market. Some of them by tablet or ointment or some kinds in the toothpaste, and also some soap and powder. So I would like to say because propolis is not a pure plant, actually it is a very complicated materials, but a lot of bioactive compounds in propolis have been reported. Yeah, over 200 more materials were found. Yeah, including the flavonoids, alcohol, aldehydes, ketones, esters, and so on. But as we know, flavonoids are thought to be the major health contributors. Yeah, so we can see the flavonoids in propolis, including some flavonols, and flavones. Yeah, so you can see, for example, the camphophyrol quercetin and also physothioline. Yeah, so actually the composition is very far different from different area. But we know the caffeic acid, cinnamic acid, and their esters show very specific physical functions. So this is a very important one. I believe most of you ever pay attention on it. This is CAP. CAP is caffeic acid phenylacetic ester. And this is a very famous one, but actually CAP only exists at a very low amounts in propolis, but a lot of the directives. All right, so the function of the propolis, you can see a lot. For example, to improve the immune function, anti-inflammation, antivirus, liver protection, anti-oxidation, immune activation, and anti-cancer. Recently, because we have a platform to screen some natural materials to treat COVID-19, now still on the work. I wish we can get very good results in the near future. All right, regarding anti-inflammation, we can see the most famous one, that is CAP, capic acid, phenyl ester, and of course also because it can inhibit ornithine decarboxylase, lipoxygenase, tyrosine protein kinase, and so on. So it can help to suppress inflammation. The second is antibacterial. So in our hospital, we ever help the patient together with some antibiotics, and it really works very, very well. As we know, because of the mutation, some bacteria becomes very drug resistance. This is a big problem, but when we together with the propolis can help patient to overcome the problem. The third, that is antivirus. So for example, the crysine and camphophorol in propolis show the inhibition on virus, even suppress HIV-1 reproduction. So for the fourth one, this is a liver protection. Because we know the liver after the treatment of tetrachloride, and then the treatment by propolis can help to suppress and protect the liver. And the other one, that is anti-oxidation. But I think so many papers mention about anti-oxidation, but I really mean that anti-oxidation sometimes doesn't mean anything. But I think the most important, if it can show very specific function, that's much more important. The other one, that is immune activation. Especially we can see in 1998, they can find the CD4 to CD8 ratio can be greatly improved by the treatment of the propolis. All right, so the other one, that is anti-cancer and anti-mutagenic. I think I will show you later, and today I would like to introduce the results on the oral cancer. But as you know, anything maybe works very well for health, but still has some side effect. For example, some allergic dermatitis to propolis. So usually before the intervention, I suggest we need to make a test to know whether they are allergic to propolis. So I will show you because we can get a lot of propolis around the world, including Taiwan, China, and also Brazil. And we can get ethanol extract and aqueous extract. And we can see about the antioxidant activity actually is very extremely high. And we also do a lot of study about the anti-mutagenicity toward Salmonella typhi marine TA102 in the absence of S9. And we can see, especially for the ethanol extract, they can suppress the TA102 mutation, and also show dose dependent. But for the aqueous extract, almost no function. So this is the human clinical trial study. We can know after the intervention of propolis, we can see the total phenolics in the serum increased very significantly. And also antioxidant vitamins, for example, C and some cell materials are also greatly increased. All right, so this is about the antioxidant status. Actually, after the intervention of propolis, is really greatly improved, and also delay the LDL oxidation. So we also measure the status of the immune system, and we can see CT4 is greatly increased, and the ratio of CD4 to CD8 is also greatly increased. It means that the helper T cell can be well regulated after the intervention of propolis. Yeah, so today I would like to introduce the influence of propolis on oral cancer. Yeah, oral cancer, we know this is some process of the oral cancer. Maybe you can see some is oral submucous fibrosis. The mouth cannot open very wide, and sometimes only 1 to 2 centimeter. The other one, that is leukoplakia. Yeah, this is pre-cancer, and this is oral cancer patients. So we would like to see, is there any good indicator for oral cancer and also oral disease? This is OSF, and this here is leukoplakia and oral cancer. And we can see the COX-2, cyclooxygenase 2 expression show very good trend associated with the severity. And also in the cell system, after the addition of the propolis, we can see the COX-2 expression was greatly suppressed and show dose dependent. All right, so here we can see this is the scan for COX-2, and this is normal cell. This is for the submucosis, and this is plakia, and this is oral cancer, and we can see actually COX-2 expression is a very good indicator for cancer patients. So for that, we try to see how is the situation after the intervention of the propolis on it. I will show you directly here. So here, this is normal cell. This is the cancer cells, and also after the treatment of 0.1 milliliter per day, and also 1 milliliter per day. And we can see actually here for cancer patients, the COX-2 expression is very strong. But after the intervention of low dose propolis and high dose propolis, we can see COX-2 expression is greatly reduced. And we also try to see how is the effect in influence after the propolis digestion. So we try to see after the gastric digest or gastrointestinal digestion, what happened about their antioxidant performance. And we can see in for the ethanol extract, and also 60% ethanol, aqueous ethanol extract, we can see the antioxidant performance still maintained and still very good. And we can see the suppression on COX-2 expression actually no matter in the 60% ethanol extract or 95% ethanol extract, we can see show very good dose dependent and also still perform very well. It means propolis, even after digestion, no matter in the gastric or even after the gastric digestion and intestinal digestion, actually they still work very well. Yeah, so this is the results. We use the digestive material in the KB cell, and we can see the results is very positive. So actually today at the beginning, I will also try to share one materials we can synthesize in our laboratory. It is very similar to CAP. And also it's not so easy to be digested or destroyed, just like the natural CAP. That is K36. But maybe I can share the results in the future, because this compound, we are now going to do some studies about the treatment of COVID-19. And the results is very positive. Yeah, I hope we can see a very positive results in the near future. Yeah, and today I show you actually this is a clinical trial, and especially the treatment for the oral cancer patients. And actually the outcome is very significant and also very clear, the propolis can help to treat the oral cancer patients. Yeah, so our next step for the application of propolis, because we know after the gastric digestion and even gastrointestinal digestion, we can see it still works very well. So our next steps, we would like to apply the propolis on the gastric and intestinal carcinoma. Yeah, because we know all the materials move into the gastric or intestine, they need to be digested. But the digestive material, they still work very well. I think this is very exciting. So we would like to treat this kind of cancer patient in the future soon. And the other one, that is I mentioned about the effect on COVID-19. Yeah, because in my laboratory, we have very good platform. We can screen a lot of natural materials by using the separated COVID-19 virus and also some cell model. And then we move to animal model. And of course, finally, we will do some clinical trial in the near future. Yeah, so I think I wish I can well control the time. This is my university, campus, and also hospitals together. This is a medical center. So welcome all of you come to my campus. We can have a very good visit and exchange. This is a teamwork, yeah, because I was ever the president of this medical university, so I can combine all the power of different departments and we can work together. And this is my research team now. We have, there are about 25 staffs, also including 2 staffs from Indonesia, India, Russia, Bangladesh, and so on. All right, so time is very limited. I think I can leave some time for advanced discussion. Yeah, thank you for your attention. Thank you.